Hello everyone and welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. Today we're going to be taking a look at another discontinued model from Victorinox, and this one here is a 91mm. You can see we have the D of E insignia at the bottom here, and that stands for the Duke of Edinburgh sort of awards. Now that is a sort of a course you can take as a youth here in the UK, and this knife was one of the very few that was actually designed for the UK market. Now, before I go any further, yes, I have done a randy and cut myself, volunteering at the church this morning, went to clear some weeds, put my hand in sort of a grassed area, and there was a very nice broken bottle in there, which has shredded the entire back of my finger. So whoever dumped that in there, thank you very much. But back to the knife. This is the Duke of Edinburgh. That's the only sort of real name they gave it. They was just given the D of E, so Duke of Edinburgh pocket tool. And the model number for this was 1.3403.NP. As I mentioned, it was created for the Duke of Edinburgh Award. It was unfortunately discontinued in 2017, and that seems to have thought to be the sort of increasing knife laws here in the UK, which is a shame because this is a very sort of unique model. It's the only one with this sort of tool set that you're going to find. Now, it is very closely related to the compact, with it being a two-layer design with scissors, and the fact that it is 91mm in length as well, which is right about 3.6 inches closed. Now, you could pick this up when it was available on the Duke of Edinburgh website and a few other UK retailers, but obviously since then it's sort of discontinued and it's completely gone really. You can't seem to buy this anywhere. The only way you can be able to get it is on the secondary market. Now, it does have, I believe that is printed, so the D of E is printed, but the Victorinox shield is inlaid. So you've got the crown, the sort of the crossed swords it looks like, and then D of E at the bottom. It is a two-layer design, so we'll start with the externals and we'll work our way in. So on the front you get the tweezers, on the back you get the toothpick, and then on that as well you get the keyring, and it does come with these very wonderful red Cellidor scales, which you can see are nicely scratched up, so this knife's been used, and that's one of the things I really love about buying the older ones. Now, do I love getting ones in pristine condition? 100%. But these ones that have been used tell a story. Someone's loved and cared for it and used it for what it's meant to be, which is a pocket tool. We'll take a look at the external tools. So on the back you get the parcel hook, and that has the same file on the back like you would get on the compact. So it's a sort of the diamond dust style file. And then instead of the corkscrew you get on the compact is the Phillips driver. So the only two 91mm I can find that had the Phillips driver were this on a two-layer and the Tinker. So that's the only two-layer ones that had this driver. On the front layer then, no opening layer, can opener or cap lifter, you just get the scissors. See that on there, modern style scissors with the pinched pivot, and this has a little bit of a cleanup since I got it. Not perfect, I just wanted to sort of get it ready to sort of use, things like that. So it's had oiled, cleaned, sharpened, all the good stuff. But you can see it's still in wonderful condition, and the action on the scissors is great. Snap open with authority, great spring action, wonderful on the close. And then you also get the combo tool on the back, the same as you would on the compact, and of course that has the stripper slash bender, the cap lifter, can opener, flathead screwdriver, and you can use this corner as a Phillips if you wish. And that has the standard sort of crescent moon nail nick if you would, or half moon nail nick, and the classic Victorinox finish. And you can see this is nicely scratched up, so this has had a lot of use. It's been used in and out. You can see where it's scratched up from being put back in. Now this was, I mentioned, aimed at youths, so it's going to be, I think the Duke of Edinburgh is under 18s. I'm not entirely sure, I didn't look up too much of it, but definitely aimed at sort of the younger audience. So for that, Victorinox released it with the same blade you would get on the sort of my first Victorinox, which is this rounded blunt tip, and then the blade starts from about here down to the bottom. So this isn't snap, this is standard sort of blade for that. And it's just to avoid any unwanted poking injuries that, you know, may happen if you're a child or a youth using the knife for the first time. We have the more modern Victorinox tang stamp, Victorinox Swiss made stainless, and on the back you have Officer Swiss. And again, we have that wonderful Victorinox finish. So it's like polished, tumbled, but of course you can see it's all scratched up, it's been used, Got a nice little edge on it now. Nothing too hectic, just little edge. But it's going to be put in the collection. It's not one I'm really going to use because I prefer to have the point on there for piercing jobs, opening packages, that sort of thing. But for aimed at the youth market, I really wish they'd sort of keep this one around. I think this is far superior to the My First Victorinox, which is you get this blade, you get the combo tool, and you get the saw, and I believe you get the corkscrew. I don't think it's the Phillips. I just think a lot more use, I'd find a lot more use nowadays anyway, out of the scissors, where not many people are going out camping, things like that. They're more likely just going to be at home, or they're just going out doing little bits and pieces, and I think the scissors would be a much more beneficial tool for them in particular. But yeah, one I really wish they would bring back. Very unique, one of the few that was only advertised to the UK market. I love that they put the file on the back here. I'm a big fan of having a file on a Victorinox knife. Now, do I prefer to have the one that replaces the pen blade? Yeah, 100%. But as long as I've got some sort of file on there, I know that I'm always breaking my nails doing different bits and pieces, so it's pretty much perfect for me. But the action is great. It's going to be UK legal. That blade is not long at all. Tip to tang is 2.6, barely 2.5, I'd say, probably right about, with a cutting edge of, well, this bit's blunt at the top here, but we'll include it anyway, 2.1, 2.2 inches. So they've got no trouble at all. This is going to be UK legal. All the tools have absolutely wonderful snap. And just one that I really think they should bring back. I know a lot of people would really get a kick out of giving this to their younger child or their sort of teenager, get them into the sort of the knife collecting hobby, or just knife safety in general, especially with it is in the UK, where knives are seen to be as a weapon rather than a tool, which this thing 100% is aimed at being. I mean, they called it the pocket tool. But yeah, it's a shame. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my sort of review and overview of the Victorinox Duke of Edinburgh Award pocket tool. Model number for that, again, is 1.3403. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.
Out in the woods with a crew like no other, Slippy and TK always full by each other. Randy's got a blade that he swears is the one. Mikey the egg collects them just for fun. Naked Sean's carving covered in bees. Orlando swings sharpens while humming a tune with these. Tony's got a Bowie shining in the noontide glow. Retro Stu and Griff always got a show. Naked Sean's carving covered in bees. Orlando swings sharpens while humming